or not, I feel like he is, just getting squeezed and squeezed out with Beasley stepping up the way he has, and with Kyle O'Quinn he plays way better defense. His offense is at least as good as, and I'd
say Willie's still a better offensive player, but all around, Kyle O'Quinn is still a better player.
And he's got that one player that I'm sure you remember that really didn't bring much to the table, but still got in because he was infectious, Reynaldo Balkman. When he comes in, he's got that infectious energy, and everyone else plays better. Willie Hernangomez doesn't have that.
That's true.
Well, she is too. Where's Baker stand?
Ron Baker?
Ron Baker, yeah.
But
the coaches have said that they're very impressed with Ron Baker, and they are going to try very hard to get him in more and get Jarrett Jack a little bit more rest. So Ron Baker, in their mind, has earned more playing time.
Yeah, Jack, I don't really expect to see past his contract. The other thing I was going to say with Willie is I don't think you're going to get a team to take Joe team with just Hernangomez. Not at this time. That contract is too long and too expensive. Next year, it gets a little bit easier. Year after that, super easy. Teams love expiring contracts because they have to hit the minimum if they're tanking. But at this point in time, I don't think it's going to be possible for us to get rid of Joe team without at least trading away a first, which is a classic Knicks move that I do not want to keep repeating.
Unless you find a team that feels like they really need a center.
An old one that can't do anything that he was known for, basically, except scream.
I don't know how true this is or not, but I also heard, sticking with the theme of the NBA, that Chris Bosh might officially retire at the end of the season.
Unfortunate, but it makes sense with his health issues.
Yeah.
The
Raptor.
Yeah.
Not that he played in Toronto. He just looks like a Raptor.
Yeah, just looks like a dinosaur, yeah.
The best FIBA player that I've ever seen when it comes to international rules, because he loves to swat the ball out the cylinder.
Yep.
There's no rules for hanging on the rim. But anyways, anything more you want to say about the Knicks or the NBA in general? Oh, I have one more thing. Kobe Bryant getting 2, not just 1, but 2 jerseys retired.
Yeah.
The 8 and the 24.
Yeah, the 8's the rapey one, right? Let's not shy away from that, because if this had happened this year, Kobe would have been lambasted. He would have been destroyed, like a ton of people were deservedly this year. But because this was, a few years ago, 10 years ago
15?
now? 15?
Something like that.
People seem to forget, which I think is a little ridiculous, and I know there's still a he said, she said, but Kobe's statement, said that, he thought it was consensual, but he realized after that she did not. By definition, that's rape. Now, they settled out of court on the civil side.
And they're good friends now.
yeah, I'm sure. But that does not deserve to be forgotten. And yes, he was an amazing, once in a generation type player. And, off the court stuff shouldn't necessarily take that away, but it also should not be forgotten.
I don't think anyone's going to forget it, anyone that knows about it. I don't think it's something that, when we have kids and our kids grow up, that we're not saying, like, oh yeah, that Kobe Bryant dude, he raped a woman. I don't think it's going to be something like that. Whereas when people ask about O.J. Simpson, we're like, ha, sit down, kids. Sit down. But,
never has to do with sports stats, really, with him.
Right. Or it's not pertaining to the sport like Pete Rose. Not that I'm comparing gambling with rape. Obviously, that's completely different. What I'm talking about is in the aspect of the issue keeping Pete Rose out of the Hall of Fame is that the bad things that he did were directly influencing potentially the sport. What Kobe did was very stupid, very... I don't even know what else. Stupid is probably the lightest word I can come up with.
On air, yeah.
I don't even have words to say what it was that he did. But on the court, Kobe Bryant is one of the 5 best players of all time. One of the 5 best, especially one of the 5 best players that I've seen in my lifetime have been Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Allen Iverson, and LeBron. And I don't think any of us have anyone else except, actually, take out Allen Iverson, put into Tim Duncan, in my opinion. I'll take Duncan over Iverson.
I
But
would too.
anyways, there's no reason that we can't recognize how great he was as a basketball player because of what he did off the court.
Right.
All right, so this Kaspar guy says his career numbers, stats, championships under each number individually would have been Hoff status. Like Hasselhoff? Is that what he means?
Don't hassle the Hoff.
Don't hassle the Hoff. But anyways, yes, Kobe Bryant, 2 retired jerseys. And I have a feeling that he is going to be one of those players that will have his number retired among all teams, at least one of them. LeBron's going to get it. Jordan got it. Kobe's going to get it. That's my feelings on that. So with that, we're going to switch from average players like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan and LeBron James.
LeVar Ball.
We ain't talking about LeVar. We're talking about the GOAT. Lon's GOAT.
Led into it.
Yes. In order to be an MVP, you have to be someone that your peers respect and like. Lon's GOAT clearly has that. When asked about Lonzo, LeBron James said, "That's someone you want to play with." Such a ringing endorsement, especially coming from a guy who just this year alone had players who did not want to play with him. Kyrie.
Yep.
Which is funny because the MVP last year also had players that did not want to play with him. Kevin Durant. Anyways, let's not let those facts take away from the fact, the absolute fact, that Lonzo Ball is your 2017-2018 NBA MVP. Tony. All right, guys. Now we're getting into the No Fun League.
Which kind of, I guess, to close on that, too, all signs pointing towards L.A. for LeBron. He bought a house out there.
I think LeBron's got a house everywhere.
Yeah.
He's probably got one in Albany.
When he wants to just escape.
I hear there's a new arena football team in town. Maybe I can play tight end.
A sports a scarf and glasses blend right in.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Where are you from, Troy?
I go to community college.
Yeah.
Hudson Valley.
Yeah. Go to Hudson Valley, drink 9-pin cider. You know, Troy stuff.
Valley Cats.
All right, guys. The NFL. Fun stuff this week. Let's run through the scores really quickly. Broncos 25, Colts 13. Anyone think the Colts are going to win that?
No.
I actually had some people betting on the Colts, and I was like, why? Why would you bet on the Colts?
Let's go back to last week's weekly picks. Dan Beebe, Broncos. Tony, Broncos. Dan O'Shea, Broncos. Dan Snyder, Colts.
At least you didn't bet on them.
Unfortunately, we're being evicted.
Yeah, I bet everything.
Jacoby, you owe me, bro.
Yeah, one Kobe to another, I guess. That's how Dan Tony, or no, what's 3 Dan Band?
3 Dan Band tonight. Yep.
Yeah, the Broncos defense I knew was gonna be the factor that won them the game, because while both teams are bad on offense, One team actually has a functional defense.
Brock Osweiler came in and looked pretty decent.
He did.
Against a bad defense.
What, dislocated his shoulder? He's done for the season.
He played. He's done for the season.
The Broncos' hopes and dreams were done for the season.
We've seen him play. That's all we needed.
C.J. Anderson had a field day.
The Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl, Thursday at 8 p.m. The Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl.
Yeah, what?
I don't like my mowers to be good guys.
Yeah,
I want my bad boy mowers. I want Diddy on the Bad Boy Mowers. We'll get to Diddy in a minute.
So would you say you like riding bad boys? Is that
because it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere.
All right, next game.
Just a second. Panthers for sale. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want to chip in.
Seriously,
can I buy?
Can we get like
a
a billion people to? Can we get like a billion people to pitch in $2?
What's he gonna do with that money? He's already like a mega billionaire, so I guess it's just like throw it in the bank.
He's got an agenda, and we'll talk about it.
What a Panthers hat.
I haven't looked deeply into it.
Oh, I have. I've seen videos. Second game: Lions 20, Bears 10.
Yeah,
the Bears are bad. Okay, the
Yeah.
defense is good.
Defense is good.
Mitch Trubisky.
Lions are struggling. Even in this win, they still do not look like a cohesive unit. I don't know.
Good. Let them struggle.
The
Cowboys need it.
Yeah, you might. Well, who do the Lions face this week? That is the question.
I don't know, but whoever it is, I hope beat them. Because the Cowboys need a little bit of help.
It might be a divisional game the way things are going.
Come on, Vikings!
Oh no, they're facing I think Cincy. So
damn it!
That's going to be a win.
Damn!
So your only hope is week 17.
Wow.
And I'm going to pray.
Yeah, Cincy.
I'm going to pray to the ginger god, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton, we pray to you.
Yeah, Howard was a little disappointing in fantasy. Almost didn't get to the ship because of his play, but I did.
Yeah, step it up. Next game, Chiefs 30, Chargers 13. Chargers look bad, okay?
Chargers looked really bad. They were due for a loss. Doesn't mean they're...
3 picks on Rivers.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're a bad team, but I think we kind of got caught up in the hype. At least some of us. Someone didn't, I'm sure. I think
I was skeptical.
That Kaspar gentleman bet on the Chiefs. And
I'm skeptical of the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean they deserve some skepticism. But they're not, as bad as we were all saying.
No, you're right. They're not as bad.
Let's face it. Antonio Gates was the only touchdown.
Yeah, our Chiefs. Chiefs looking better. We think. What do we think?
No, they lost to the Jets. Of course, they're not looking better.
WTF? I mean,
seriously, I can't accept that as a real question.
I think
they held with the Jets.
a little unfair to the Jets.
Just end the season.
They've been in every game that they've played except maybe one where it's been like within a touchdown or
congratulations,
or
they're professionals.
Yeah, but you can't say that about the Browns. You can't say that.
I can say about the Browns. They took the Packers to overtime.
Yeah, the Brett Hundley led Packers.
They're all professionals.
That's the only team that they've.
No, I think
even been close to.
The first week they played tough against the Steelers. They played tough against the Jags.
I don't think they played tough against the Jags.
The Jags scored like twice in the final 2 minutes off of turnovers that really exacerbated that, I think. And Dan Beebe's going to look that up for us.
Jags or...
The Browns versus the Jags.
Okay.
Browns really just, for the season, are terrible.
They're the brown in the underwear of the NFL.
And, Jets put up a better performance against the Chiefs than the Chargers did.
That's true.
So,
but if that's the basis we're going on, the Giants also beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, so as I think what we got here, it was Sunday, November 19th. It was the Browns 19, Browns 7. So
what was the scoring? When You have to. Let me see. Let me see the phone really quickly. All right. So, first quarter, Mercedes